Today on the mat, we've got a couple of switch lights. One of them is fully working, but it's got a little bit of issue with the R button. It's kind of mushy when you push it. Um, I mean, it does respond, but sometimes you have to push a little bit harder than necessary. And a lot of times when that happens, you'll end up having to push so hard that you end up actually taking the little switch off of the board and it'll break. So before that happens, I want to get that replaced. Also, I've had this one for some time now. The yellow one, according to the seller, it was dropped in a bathtub, and it's never quite worked right. So I think with this one, we're going to be dealing with some liquid damage. So let's start with our liquid damage, and we'll jump right into it and try to see what's going on with it. Let's look under the microscope real quick and see how this USB-C port is looking. Well, that's definitely an issue. If you look right here, we've got a pin completely pushed away. So this guy is going to need a new port for sure. And it does seem a bit loose. Okay, no need to plug it in then. All right. So we know we're going to need a port. Now I have no idea what it's going to look like once we get it opened up, but you know how we do it. Nice. So on a side note, I would like to add that this screw that holds down this shield was missing, and we were also missing one screw out of the back. So I don't know if this has actually been taken apart before, but there are signs. I don't think that that was missing from factory. Okay, so around the edges here and here, I don't really see any signs of liquid damage. I know we have a damaged port, but let's open it up and see what it looks like. Okay, does look like the water damage indicator has gone off. And I also, yeah, this guy's been taken apart before. So I see this foam has been torn right here. I'm also seeing some liquid damage right here around the backlight area. Let me show you real quick. So we have a little bit of a liquid damage here. Mm, definitely have some liquid damage going on around the port right here. A little bit right here on that resistor. This has gone off. And it looks like somebody has lifted this up. Maybe they were trying to get this shield off. Here's a little bit more liquid damage. Okay, so there are some signs, a little more than at first glance. Doesn't look like that's plugged in, and it's not. So maybe they began taking it apart and didn't quite know what to do with it. Some liquid damage around the max chip here. Okay, think I've seen enough. Let me go ahead and get this thing completely taken out. And what we're going to do is clean it up real good. Maybe I'll put it in the ultrasonic cleaner. And from there, I think the best bet will be to go ahead and get that port off. Let's get the battery unplugged, which I don't see any corrosion around the battery connector. So that's a good thing. And in typical fashion, let's go ahead and pop this thing out the easy way. Nice. We want to clean up this little bit of thermal paste right here. It does look like that whoever had it open got it all the way open, and it looks like this shield has been removed at some point on the CPU, and it hasn't been fitted back right. So let's get this off and take a look and make sure that there's no damage on the CPU. Okay, let's get under the scope. I don't see any liquid damage under this part. Mm, it looks like it's just in a few spots around the board. There is a little bit around here. Like I said, we're gonna be removing this port anyway, so this doesn't matter too much. We'll get that cleaned up. CPU area looks fine. We're gonna need to clean that thermal paste off anyway before we get it into the ultrasonic cleaner. Doesn't look too bad. Maybe it didn't get underneath that little max chip. I'll clean this all by hand before we put it into the ultrasonic. It's a little heavier in this area, and there does seem to be a little bit around several of these BGA chips. Hopefully that won't make that much of a difference and we can get it cleaned. Let me get this old thermal paste off of the CPU. Okay, looking better. So, real quick, before I put it in the ultrasonic, let me get this port off. Let's remove it real quick. Okay, so I've got my hot air at 420 degrees at 60%. I'll add a tiny bit of flux. To prep the board, I'm going to add a tiny bit of low melt so I can clear these holes. I think we're ready to get this thing into the ultrasonic cleaner. So let me pop it in there and we'll be back. Okay, we are back. Let's take a look at some of these spots from before. Okay, that looks pretty good. The audio, okay, that cleaned up pretty nice. Connector looks okay. What about this area? Yeah. And our max chip looks okay. Let's check the back. A little bit of corrosion there. That's better. Let's check for shorts around our M92 and BQ real quick before we go putting on a new port. Continuity through the fuse, that looks okay. So let's pre-tin our port. Okay, let's put a little bit of flux. Looks like the port was a success. I don't see any open lines on here that shouldn't be open. So let's give it a quick test. Really don't know if this battery, like this thing is really low. Okay, so I'm gonna leave it just like this and we'll be back in a few minutes to see if that battery has started charging or not. Okay, so it seems like it has gone up, but this battery could be like super flat right now. This is just one that I had lying around. Let's flip it around. Okay, 0.4, flip, 0.4, oh, 0.6. Okay, it just jumped up, flickered on and off there for a second. Okay, I think this thing might be working. Let's put it back together and give it a test and see what happens. But before we do, there's a couple of things that we need to do. I need to get a little bit of thermal paste back on this CPU. See if we can make Tronics Fix proud and add the perfect amount, which it probably won't be, but a little satisfying snap. All right, let's see what it does. Looks like we got, oh, came on. So we have our battery charge symbol, or we had our battery charge symbol. There we go. Well, I think we need to let it charge up. Then we will come back and see what it looks like. Okay, here we are. Don't know if I plugged this guy back in. Let me look. I did not. Okay. Okay. Analog 6 actually look good. Cool. Now, as you can see, we do have a parental lock on here. I'll get that removed. That's not really a big deal. I think that we can get this thing put back together. get it charged up, cleaned up, all that good stuff. We still need to test to make sure that our game card reader works. So for now, let's power it off. Okay, the power button does not seem to want to work. Why is that? Let's look real quick. Ooh, I didn't see that backlight ribbon cable. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Looks like we got some more work to do. So we'll turn it off the old-fashioned way. So let's point our attention over here to the daughter board. First, let's clean up this ribbon cable. Tiny bit of corrosion, but not too bad. Okay, how does that ribbon cable looks good. Definitely have some corrosion on the connector. That side looks okay. And that looks pretty rough. Yeah, they could both stand a good cleaning. All right, let me pop this back together and see what it does. Will it go to sleep? Nope. So, I think we can handle this. Let's try putting a different daughter board in, and let's see if that makes any difference. So I'm going to jump out there and assume that the issue is probably in that connector somewhere. So I don't have any speakers in, but you can see volume up, volume down, and sleep and wake. Okay, now I think we can go ahead and put this thing back together again. Okay, we're back together enough. I think we can test the game. I put the original game card reader back in it. So let's see if it'll read a game. Come on. An error has occurred. So maybe it does not like that game card reader. I hope. Okay, let's try a different game card reader, which I happen to have one right here. Let's see if that makes a difference. Let's see. Come on. Nope.
2 hours later.
So I've been digging around a little bit. As you can see, there's quite a bit of corrosion on that connector. And there's still a little bit on the front side as well. And I keep getting that error. I've updated and removed the parental controls. So I think what I want to do is try replacing this connector and see what happens. So let's do that. Okay, let's get this thing swapped out real quick. A little bit of flux, some hot air, and I won't show me removing the donor. We're just gonna get this one off real quick. Okay, let's try it again. Let's see if we get the error. Come on. Hey, there we go. Nice. Oh, that's a beautiful sight. Oh, how nice is that? Okay. Man, this thing has been a lot of work. To be honest, I didn't really expect it to be too simple. I mean, according to the seller, this thing was dropped in a bathtub. So it could have been a whole lot worse. I really didn't know if I was going to be able to fix it or not anyway. Because honestly, my track record with switch lite systems are very hit or miss. But let me put this back together real quick, and I'll come back when it's completely reset and we'll give it a final test. Okay, here we are, the final product. The only thing I haven't done is test the SD card. And man, seeing as how this thing's all put back together, I really hope it works. But real quick, as you can see, We're charging. Flip it around. Charging. Now, the very last test. Will it read an SD card? A system update is required to use the micro SD memory card. Okay, and here we go. The SD card was being used with another Switch console. All right, so it does read it, and as you can see, reads the game. So I ended up pausing the video for some reason or another. I can't remember. That was yesterday. It's a new day. So I thought I was recording an outro. I know maybe only one of two of you actually watch it all the way to the end, anyhow. But for those of you that do, here it is. And I wanted to take the time, even if it's only one or two of you, to thank you for taking the time to watch the video all the way through and for all your support. If you like this kind of thing, please consider subscribing. It really helps the channel. Leave a like. Those likes really, really help. So I hope to see you all again soon in my cave, and I'll catch you next time.